Hello there, welcome sports fans, I'm Shane, welcome to Sported, and today I want to talk about more controversy. Of course there's more, and it involves Grimsby Town, who played and famously dumped out Manchester United in the League Cup. Now, Grimsby Town, one of the best results of their history, possibly the best, totally deserved, fantastic performance, but they fielded an ineligible player. Grimsby, what are you doing? Yeah, so I just want to read from the BBC Sport website, which says Grimsby Town have been fined £20,000 for fielding an ineligible player in their cup win over Man United. The Mariners knocked out the Premier League club on penalties after the tie finished 2-2 after 90 minutes. The League Two side brought on midfielder Clark O'Dur, who had joined on loan the day before from Bradford City as a substitute, but later realised he had been registered 1 minute and 59 seconds after the 12 o'clock deadline. O'Dur came on in the 73rd minute and had his penalty saved by Andre Onana in the shootout, but Grimsby won 12-11. In a statement, the EFL said, Grimsby reported the breach themselves, and the club's non-compliance was not deliberate, with no intention to deceive or mislead. Fair enough. They must pay £10,000, with the remaining £10,000 suspended until the end of the season. Manchester United, who were told of the situation on Monday, will not be pursuing a return to the competition. So that's fair enough. But then, interestingly, the EFL said the board's decision to issue a fine followed precedent from previous cases and was taken after a comprehensive review of all the evidence and considering prior decisions in the respective offences in the League Cup. So this has happened before. Apparently Liverpool did it. So this has happened three times before, and the clubs all involved were issued fines. So in October 2019, Liverpool were fined £200,000, of which $100,000 was suspended for fielding Pedro Chiravella in the third round against MK Dons. In 2016, Accrington Stanley received a suspended fine of £5,000 for fielding Genoa Donatien, probably wrong, in their first two matches of the season. And then in August 2013, Sunderland were fined £25,000 for fielding Ji Dong-won, who was ineligible in their EFL Cup win against MK Dons. Now, the EFL operates a different set of rules to the FA, which has previously removed teams from the FA Cup because of the player ineligibility. In November 23, Barnsley were removed from the FA Cup for fielding an ineligible player in the first round replay. Elsewhere, Real Madrid were removed from the Copa del Rey, Spain's national cup competition, in December 2015 after fielding Denis Cheryshev, who should have been serving a suspension against Cadiz. Interesting, very interesting. It's difficult, isn't it? It's a difficult one. They've clearly followed previous precedents of fining clubs rather than removing them. But for me, if you've broken the rules, you've got to go. That should have been the rule all along, shouldn't it? But now, because they've committed to fining clubs previously, they've got to continue to do so. But that doesn't help Manchester United, does it? What if this guy had scored when he came on? What if he scored the winning penalty? Then it changes slightly. So far, I think they've gotten away with it, but this has to change for me. They've got to go. They've got to go, because guaranteed this is going to happen in the future, and a club are going to say, well, you know, you only fined Grimsby, and you only fined Liverpool, and you only fined Accrington Stanley. We should stay in the cup. But what if that player that they field scores? What if they scored the winning penalty? What are they going to do then? So in this case, I think they won't go. They were obviously staying in the competition, but they should have been removed. And the team they face in the next round, which I believe is Sheffield Wednesday, should have a bye. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? But because previously they've just fined clubs, they've got to follow that rule. So what a mess. Man United can probably feel a bit hard done by. to be honest, their performance didn't deserve anything. They were absolutely awful, and Grimsby were fantastic. So they deserve to go through. But yeah, controversial. I can see why they fined them, but this shouldn't really be the case. All the clubs should have been hooked. But there you go. It is what it is. They're lucky it wasn't in the FA Cup. But there you go. What do you think? What do you think? Should they have been removed? Should they just been fined? Very controversial, but we will see. You wait. In the future, a player that's fielded will end up scoring, and then it will all kick off. And I can't wait. We love it. We love the controversy. Yeah. Anyway, but thanks for watching. I hope you're well. Stay tuned for the next video. Take care.